What's up, you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video, we are taking a look at QQ, SPY, and also tech stocks, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Amazon, Meta, and Netflix. I'll take you over, well, also some much more details on Apple. It had its earnings this last week. I mean, just check out the video on my channel that I did on that as well. But there are a couple of things I talked about back then. I mean, I would highly suggest if you can check that video out. And just go to my channel, guys, and just check this video out. Apple, will the earnings gap up hold? And I'll still provide a background in this video, but if you can check this out, this will give you a head start already for what I'll be talking about in this video for Apple. As for what I expect as earnings have happened, the gap up, will it hold, or that would be it, right? So with that, please hit the like and subscribe, and also please note none of this is any financial advice and it's only for education purposes. All right, so I want to start off with QQQ and SPY indices first. So starting off with QQQ, what am I seeing here? Well, so what I have been talking about so far is this was the distribution phase. We got a good sell-off. I was expecting it to come down to 200 days moving average. We didn't get that actually, so that's quite surprising, but it went to, that's why level trading and taking partial profits out is very important. So this is where sizing out was important, and you can see it held at one of our important levels as well. Now it has been going, it started to go up, and then I talked about, yep, that's a rebound. Yes, potentially we will reject at the blue box. That's where I drew the bottom of the distribution phase, and we got that. And until then, yes, it was intraday rebounding back up. So you can still trade intraday long in these rebounds if you're trading that way. And then we sold off at that blue box, came back lower. But as we were coming lower, I said that if bulls wants to turn it around, rotate it up, and want to keep it on this shorter time frame still bullish, they gotta hold it above 421 and 67 cents at this level, and they did. They made a higher pivot, and I said this time, yes, if it holds this pivot, it will break out of usually eventually above this 432 to 434 dollars, the blue box. I wasn't expecting this gap up and a break. I was more expecting that slowly it will make its way higher and then finally break out. But yes, guys, so QQ is not in the bearish structure. Coming back into this blue box and holding is a sign of the structure change. Now, look, here's the thing. When we are in this choppiness or distribution phase sell-off, you have to be careful as well that be prepared with your stop losses, because guys, this structure is going to break again. If we lose 432 and 78 cents, then we are coming again to the downside, right? And so this was the play. Like at pivots, we are getting those plays, and that's fine, but be prepared. When you are in the extensions, take profits, whatever your positions are. Just like in the downtrend, takes your profits in the extensions and reload in the rebound. Technically, you can still trade both sides, long and short, right? Now, here's the thing. If we lose 432 and 69 cents, let's say on Monday, structure is again broken, and then you are seeing if 20 days moving average will hold. If it doesn't, guys, this time it won't hold 421. This time then it's gonna just flush, or well, slowly and slowly go lower in my opinion. So just keep that in mind. As long as we hold above 432 and 69 cents now, this will continue higher, and that would lead it to 448 at least. Let's take a look at hourly interval, and clearly we are in this uptrend. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, above 200 hours moving average as well. And so clearly there is just one thing happening, that is that we are going up, right? So as I said, as long as we are holding 432 and 435, these two areas as well, we are still gonna hold the bullish structure. It's just pullbacks will be a buy, right? So that's with QQQ. Let's take a look at SPY, and it's very similar, just like how we have it on QQQ. We got a pull, well, this sell-off was just turned into a pullback. I was expecting eventually we coming lower to 200 days moving average, but we didn't come there. And that's why we evolve with the price action. And this is what I was covering, that guys, if bulls wants to rotate, they have to rotate it back to the upside above 497 after forming this pivot. We got the third pivot as well, and boom. And I said that as soon as we get above 507 again, this is going to go to the upside. And that's why we have to trade with the price structure. So when I gave the price structure of week coming lower now, flushing at 510, we got that at level by level. We rebounded. I said we are still just in a rebound, and you can still trade intraday long, no problem with that. But on the daily structure, we are still in the rebound, and if we retest this 510 and sell off, break 507 and below, will start going lower. And then if bulls wants to rotate, this is where they have to do it to hold the pivot, and they did. So as the structure, you have to trade the structure. All right. So, and now the structure is back to the upside if SPY holds above 507. Still, if on Monday SPY breaks below 507, guys, we are heading lower again for the $507, right? That's the level we are watching. All right, let's go to the Microsoft, and then we'll go through other stocks as well. The tech stocks, that it will be Apple, Google, Amazon, Meta, and Netflix after Microsoft. So what is Microsoft doing? So I said that one of the videos I did on Microsoft, guys, you can go on my channel and just type in that ticker in the search of my channel. And this is what I did 7 days ago, Microsoft specific dedicated video on Microsoft. 7 days ago, that Microsoft great earnings, but it may fall, right? And what we got, yes, we had the gap up after earnings, but I said it may fall because the technicals were confirming that we fell quite low, and we came back down to 387, and that's where things are getting bought back up again. So Microsoft has changed the structure. This was a change of structure back above 397. Right now, structure is bullish on Microsoft. Any pullback, as long as it still holds 397, that is still an uptrend on Microsoft. Picture will get much more clearer if we go to the hourly interval. As for other levels to watch, as long as the 200 hours moving average has been broken out of on a strong volume or a strong green candle, any pullback to the level of 403, at least even on Monday, on the swing, this is still right now bullish. Microsoft is not bearish unless it loses 200 hours moving average. If it does that, then be prepared again for some downtrends on this. But right now on intradays, on these rebounds, it's looking strong. So unless we are not seeing a strong sell-off to at least below 403, at least on Monday, it's not bearish right now in the structure. Yeah. Okay, so that will be the start. If we lose this $402 range, then you can expect this thing to again start to go at least lower. All right, but now, right now, this has more potentials that pullbacks can be bought back up on this thing. All right, guys, let's take a look at Apple, because on Apple, I want to talk about a couple of more things. So I said that in the video that I did a couple of days ago, that Apple, will the gap up hold on Apple? And my opinion was that no. My opinion was that we might sell off. So we did. And now I'm going to get rid of this red line. It's from that day because I was capturing the price in the post market. And let's get rid of that box as well. That was the candle in the post market. So we are selling off, okay, right now. But is the sell-off enough? One candle after earnings gives you a starting point in the technicals, but it's not the full confirmation. We are still above 200 hours moving average. One thing is that if we start to sell off below 182 and 40 cents, I'll show you a couple of things on the hourly interval in just a second. Then you are watching 200 days moving average. And if we lose this again, we have a room to come to 178. That's where some support potentially is right now on Apple, 178 to 176. Let's go to the hourly let's go to the hourly interval. Actually, that's where there's some interesting play happening. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is, guys, guys, if you need access to my tools that you see in the videos, links to my tools are in the description below of this video. Okay, guys, what I'm gonna do for Apple, I'm just gonna turn off the intraday levels here. Just we'll focus on the significant levels only. Okay. So with Apple here, guys, the thing is that if Apple loses 182 and 33 cents, there's a potential of it coming lower to that 200 days moving average that I showed you, and then 178 as well. That's where you can expect maybe some price reaction rebound. But right now, to me, and again, yeah, the breakout above 186 is a continuation back to the upside. So it all comes down to if it loses this level of 182 and 41 cents, but if it still holds, then that's a long play. But yeah, below 182 and 41 cents, you should wait then until 178 to see what the price action is then. But yes, technically it's in an uptrend, but I still think that the cool off will continue because we did sell off even after retesting that high that it formed lately on the day, right? So yeah. Okay, so that's Apple. Let's take a look at Google. So let's go to the daily interval first, and for Google, I'm going to turn back on the intraday levels as well. So, okay, guys, Google. So I was expecting this pullback, cool off to happen until 160. It went a little bit higher, stayed higher. Now you can see this particular day we tried to sell off, but this thing got bought back up. Google is technically in an uptrend. Okay, and yeah, it's not bearish on the swing side, period. It's just bullish. So pullbacks are getting bought back up on this thing. Am I buying at this top? No. Am I trading at this top? No. But you can see how strong Google is still holding this zone, 162 and 55 cents. The simple trade on Google is that as long as it's above 200 hours moving average, structure is looking uptrending. This is intraday if you like trading it. This is a buy. It's full on bullish. It's not complicated. Amazon. Let's take a look at that. So Amazon seems like retesting the recent highs. It's technically bullish right now again, like higher highs, higher lows above 20 and 50 days moving average. Guys, this thing is, I won't trade it intraday. That's your choice. This is more of a long-term play. Am I buying up here on in this side? No, I'm not. But I'm gonna give you the structure. You can make your own decisions. So Amazon, for any type of play, if you're planning that, okay, this was the places to go long actually to play, the long here, 200 hours moving average, and you should take partial profits out here. Now, if you are still looking to play intraday, as long as this is above, 20 hours moving average, or even any pullback to 184 is a potential just a pullback, and this may go up. So, but yeah, you have to work with this. But if 184 and 73 cents loses, I'm still seeing a good support at 183 and 50 cents. So I won't suggest shorting it right now. It has a lot of base built up actually on Amazon. Amazon is just a long play. It may give you some cool off play if it loses 183 and 53 cents, but it's not going to happen on Monday. And then you might look at 180. It might come down there, but this is still I'm seeing a lot of consolidation and bullishness here, guys. So yeah, pullback on Amazon are still, I think, a buy in my opinion. Meta. So let's go to the Meta, and let me go to the daily interval first. So guys, I'm fully out of my Meta short position that I had, and see things looks like it's trying to rebound. And yeah, so structure is technically broken back to the upside. Structure is formed back to the upside. It's about 446 now. That is one structure level change already, and this is forming a higher highs, higher lows as well. So this rebound possibility is all the way back to 476 and 15 cents. If it loses 446 and 52 cents on Monday, then be prepared for continuation to the downside. Taking a look at hourly interval, and that's where things gets important. Yeah, right now this rebound is looking to the uptrend, and yeah, you can watch if it reacts or reject at 200 hours moving average. To be safer, let it first get out of 200 hours moving average as well. But the thing is that you won't have much left for the rebound. Then yeah, there's a rebound possibility, guys, in my opinion, until 476, regardless of 200 hours moving average. But if we lose 446, let's say on Monday, then we will start dipping lower to 433 and so forth lower. Okay, Netflix, let's take a look at that. So Netflix, I'm guys fully out of the play as well on this thing. I was in the short play, made good money. I'm not complaining. And once the structure started to hold itself here, I just fully got out. I'm happy with the play that I made. So yep, it's looking back, it's rebounding. I talked about if this level holds 547, this is the area. If it would have lost it, it's a flush again. But since it held it, it's rebounding. Where is this rebound possibility? Well, one level is already hit, 579. The next rebound possibility is if it can get above 20 days moving average, this can rebound back to 597. If it starts rejecting where it is right now, then you can look into the downside. But let's take a look at hourly interval. But that downside will actually be intraday only, because it's looking bullish on intraday. There's a good support in, because it has formed the pattern of upside, and pullback to 567 is just a pullback, and this thing may go up from there, in my opinion. Alright guys, well that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, valuable, hit the like, subscribe, and with that I'll see you in my next videos. If you need access to my tools, links are in the description below. Alright guys, bye.